What's up, degenerates? Mad Merrigan here for Clonmel Sports. Right, lads, 3 for ye tomorrow. 3 interesting enough runner. Well, somewhat interesting, I suppose. Ground a little bit dangerous in Clonmel, but I have gone for 2 horses there. Right, before I come to that in a minute, let's just recap today. I suppose disappointing enough, but we still got the each way double. I suppose the 2 on the channel getting placed. Presenting Yates missed the break at Taunton, and then he was he wasn't helpful at all to the jockey. He's so behind the bridle, he kind of needs to get out handy and be able to have a clear run. But then when he missed the break and then he was off the bridle the whole way, it was actually, hard work, but at least he got us the each way for the first part of the each way double. And then Olympic Eagle, just not good enough. No excuses tonight. Still finishing third, but little disappointing now, and I'm sure the handicapper will have to drop him £3 or £4 for that run. Just looks the mark of 75 tough enough on him. But anyway, the both placed. We got the each way double. We got back something, so happy enough there. I had 1 selection on the Patreon service there in Dundalk. Little disappointing, given an awful lot to do, but it tends to be ridden that way. Just a bit unlucky, I think, as well. A loose horse was in the race, but made up a lot of ground and finished third. What was it called? Oh, what was she called? Rosie something. Anyway, Colin Keane on board. Anyway, finished off nicely, kind of made up a lot of ground and finished third. So frustrating day, but look, for anyone that did do an each way treble on my tips, or maybe an each way Cume with Joe's as well, that did come in. So I'm sure a lot of you do that. I did it myself. I did an each way Cume with my 3 and Joe's. So nice to get that up. At least it's some consolation. Nice few pound back off that, so happy with that. But yeah, frustrating enough with the last selection there. I just thought it made up a lot of ground and finished off nicely, but whether it won or not, if it was closer, who knows. Right, as always, let's fucking get this ship rolling, and let's come back tomorrow now with a cracking day, because selection's just been a little bit nearly lately. Right, the 255 in Clonmel. Oh, before I go to that, the first race in Clonmel, I'll put the time in the description below. Just don't have it written down. Steak and Onions. This is ridden by Gary Noonan. Now, the reason I'm tipping this up is because I'm a big fan of Steak and Onions. So there has to be a winner. Now, Money Cotton, right. So this horse has ran well the last day in Listowel. Gary Noonan as well had a winner the other day. Jockey getting £7 off, and it's trained by Owen Christopher McCarthy, who seems to be having, his horses seem to be running very well. So Steaks and Onions, I think he's had a few nice winners, and a lot of horses just run, consistently running well. So Steak and Onions is definitely interesting at 13-2. Gary Noonan on board, getting the 7 off. Now look, there's a lot of mares in here with form, but she's unexposed and she ran well the last day. So let's hope Steak and Onions will kick off today, tomorrow. A point each way, 13-2. Then we're going to move to the 255 in Clonmel. Now, I See the Moon. This is an interesting runner. I would have went stronger on her, only the ground is going to be on the soft side, and it's an unknown as she hasn't ran on it. But she is nicely handicapped. We went a bit stronger on her the last day, but she disappointed. She drifted nearly off, and she just flattened out and finished 4th. But it was a big field. And I'm going to put her in tomorrow, a point each way. I See the Moon. It has a £7 claimer. I think it's an amateur rider's hurdle, so no harm to get the weight off her. She's a handy mare, 4-year-old. But if she did handle the ground tomorrow, she'd definitely be a live player, because she looks fairly handicapped on what she's done so far. The jockey getting the £7 taken over from Brian Hayes, so she will be £7 lighter than she has been. So definitely interesting. If she handles the ground, I'd fancy her, But like I said, we don't know until the run on it. So point each way, I See the Moon, the 255, trained by Barry Fitzgerald. So best of luck. And then in the 8 o'clock at Chelmsford, Boy George. We can't leave him alone. Now, he nearly done us a big touch one day. We 3 points each way in him at 14-1 in Nottingham. And we were just done down the straight by a horse. Thought we were going to win for much of it. But anyway, he finally got his head in front after a number of starts. And let's hope now maybe By George under John Egan, who's having a brilliant year. Absolutely flying this year. So well done to John Egan. Let's hope By George as well has a right chance tomorrow from a good draw. So a point each way, By George. in the 8 o'clock at Chelmsford, and then I'm going to go a pint each way treble. By George, I see the moon and steak and onions. Lads, hopefully we'll get something going tomorrow, and albeit the ground is dodgy, let's hope that it's in our favour maybe. Who knows, maybe these horses will improve for it. But anyway, By George, proven at Chelmsford, and always runs a good race, so let's hope he can go get another win now. But definitely interesting, right lads? Hope you're enjoying the channel. Mickey D and myself are going to be previewing the Breeders' Cup on Tuesday night, so check that out. That's going to be interesting. Definitely some interesting races and some really high class stuff, so we're really looking forward to that. We'll get that up for you sometime Tuesday night, so don't miss that, because yeah, the races are mouth-watering and I can't wait to watch it as well. So absolutely unbelievable time for the American racing. It's just kind of goosebump stuff. So we have some interesting runners at the Breeders' Cup Classic. Definitely a race. Nick Sco heads the bet in Essential Quality, second favourite. So Brad Cox, I think, is the 1 and 2 in the betting. Nick Sco, will he stay the extra furlong? I know Mickey D has doubts, but definitely interesting. With Medina Spirit, the horse that caused all the controversy after winning the Kentucky Derby, so that's interesting. He's to go undergo a lot of testing and all this. So look, it's going to be an interesting race. Definitely one you don't want to miss. So look, myself and Mickey D will dissect that card for you, and hopefully dig out a few winners for the Breeders' Cup. Right lads, enjoy, stay tuned, stay following, smash that like on the video. I'll do the draw tomorrow evening for the free bet. I did say if that other video got 500 likes, I would give out a second €50 free bet. Last night's video, it only got 250 likes, so I'll tell you what, if this video gets another 250 likes, there'll be a second €50 free bet tomorrow for to be won with everybody in the comments on the competition. Right, the time for Cotton is over.